Yeah.
It's your zip code. That's what irritates me. It's illegal because your zip code. That's bullshit.
Wow.
That's a
You break it down like that.
Yeah.
That's
Because that's the way it was, We'd see Colorado legalized, California, Oregon, Washington. And I have friends that are actually refugees, cannabis refugees, that were living in Colorado because they could not get it here in their own state. And that just drove me crazy.
right. Well, that kind of brings in Jake into the conversation with CBD Plus. Is you folk kind of knock down the high weeds out there. Or I guess it's the high grass. Yeah, weed, grass. Yeah, you knock down all the stuff to kind of
It's all green.
Yeah, to pave the way really for medicinal cannabis. Tell us a little bit about CBD Plus.
Well, we started and in January of last year, and we really had no idea if people wanted CBD. We knew it was valuable. And one of the reasons we got into cannabis was because we saw that there were a lot of these CBD and cannabis companies out there that were not really doing their due diligence and putting out a good product. And we're like, this stuff can really, truly change people's lives. And we don't want to let these other guys who are just in it for a cash grab come and ruin the reputation of this great product. And so we came in not knowing how much it would sell or what people would do with it, especially being in a conservative state, how they would feel about it. But the embrace from the community was just awesome. I mean, the first store that I opened was in Morin, is across the street from the high school and a big old church, and I was terrified.
Right.
I was terrified
Sure.
to even tell my in-laws what we were doing because cannabis is this big scary, it's there's so much stigma that goes to it, and we just had no idea. But so January we were in half of a vape store. We just had a couple shelves, and that was like our first kind of test, and we saw what it could do with just a sign on the side of the building, and it was great. And then we just kind of turned it on. We had this game plan of how we wanted to roll it out, and some people that were committed to doing it with us. And so as soon as we saw that it was viable, it's like, okay, let's turn it on. And it worked. And so from January of last year, which was really February before we had our first CBD Plus USA branded store out there and open, by March 1st we had 3.
Wow.
Then from March 1st to April 20th last year, we had 18 open.
Wow.
So we went from 3 stores to 18 in a matter of 40-ish days.
And that's because people are buying CBDs.
Yeah.
Right? You didn't get no government grant. They're going to, hey, open up these stores. It's like, it's helping people.
Right,
It's
right.
all over the place.
And I think that's part of the reason that our people are so passionate, and part of the reason why it worked is because obviously CBD is amazing, but then you're offering it for a good price, and you're offering a good product that you can stand behind, and I think that people really attach to that. So we're a franchise. A lot of people think that we're from Colorado or whatever. No, there was just not a legal Oklahoma product, so our product line in stores is Colorado Cures, and that throws a lot of people off. But it's just us. We weren't going to call it Oklahoma Cures because it wasn't from Oklahoma. It was from
sourced
Colorado.
out of Colorado.
Yeah.
Everything's sourced out of Colorado.
Well, it was in the beginning. We bought from one farm in Colorado, and then we started to open up the product lines, and then we buy from a second farm that's actually located in Oregon. But yeah, we can trace everything in the Colorado Cures line from seed to sale because they've obviously got their tracking software out there. So batch numbers, test results, it's all on the label. It's as transparent as we could possibly think to make it.
Right.
So going back to the story of CBD Plus, we were 3 stores in March of last year, and then March of this year, I think we were at 60 stores open. Now we're operating in Tennessee, Florida, Texas, Arkansas, Kansas, Oklahoma. We've got tons more states lined up,
awesome.
and it's going crazy. We've got about 150 committed right now, and there's I lose track. I mean, it's one of the hardest things that we do is how many stores do we have open, and it's about 60, mid-60s right now.
And you still go across the country and people, you say CBD, and they're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I never heard of that stuff and things like that. And so that's pretty amazing growth that you have there. And so what's one of the now your franchisees do they have a whole program? You educate them, you teach them all about the CBDs, and so they're able to pass that knowledge on?
Yeah, 100%. Our goal was to give people an opportunity. That was the baseline of what we wanted to do. Opportunity for franchisees to have a good business in a fun industry. opportunities for employees to work for a good company in a fun industry, something that they're really passionate about. And then opportunity for a customer to get a good, solid product at a good, solid price in an environment, in a place that you can trust, and people that are very well educated. So yeah, we run them through kind of a little university before they open. We screen all of our franchisees. These guys live in the community, so whether they're from Florida or they're from Tennessee, Oklahoma, whatever, they're local guys who are there to serve and help. And they chose those towns not because we made them go anywhere, but because that's where they were born and raised, and they said, this can help so many people that I know right here, right now. And that's what we want to do, is go into these communities and impact these people that otherwise would probably never try cannabis.
No.
That's the first thing I always recommend people is CBD.
Yes.
Because I have so many people that are so sick of pharmaceuticals, and they ask me, anxiety, pain, stuff like. I say try CBD plus or CBD first. And
you can say CBD.
I knew you'd say that.
I was like, wow, that's beautiful right there, man. You're hired.
Yeah, you're hired. But try CBD first, because it does, see how it works for you. And if it doesn't work for you, then you can graduate to cannabis and stuff. And there's so many different ways you can do cannabis. I'm really loving the way they're changing. I want a wide variety of edibles. I love that. You bet.
And that's really our heart behind everything. Yeah, we have in our dispensaries, we have high THC. I mean, you can go as high as you want. As high as it'll take you. I mean, what?
You don't know me very good.
Yeah, John, there might not be any help there.
There's a John Fraser shelf in the store that you got to say the password, and then you get to see that stuff.
Yeah, we really structure our education and a lot of our products around manipulating the endocannabinoid system. That's what it's all about. When you're talking about, does CBD work for you? It's gonna work. It's just a matter of timing, and education is very crucial to what we do. We've trained probably close to 200 people through Regina Nelson's program. So they're all CME accredited, and it's all about dosing and understanding what to expect. How much should you use? Which product should you use? And we send all of our guys. If you call our number, it's 1-833-4CBD plus. But you're going to talk to
somebody,
a real. There's no wait time. There's no robots. But those guys, we call them cannabinerds because they geek out.
Oh man,
I love it.
That's coined right there. Right?
That is coined right there.
It actually is
there.
trademarked, but
good.
Yeah.
Because that's a trademark.
That's a good
right, that's money
right
right
on,
there.
So you can talk to one of those live guys. It's literally all they do all day, every day, because they want to. They're passionate about it, but they're in there learning. They're talking to our medical director, who's an anesthesiologist by trade, so he's helping educate them. We're doing all kinds of research with different products and programs, and so if you have concerns, if you want to find out more, just call and talk to one of those guys. I mean, the things that they know about cannabis just